for prime, who would have won, Crawford or Mayweather? Prime for prime.
Crawford.
Really?
Out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter.
His basics are solid. His fundamentals are solid. He's strong. He's physical. He's moved up and become, solid at a heavier weight than when he started in his career. He's grown into. He's got great experience.
Floyd Mayweather is widely regarded as one of the greatest offensive boxers the sport has ever seen. Yet discussions about a hypothetical fight with Terence Crawford continue to divide opinions. Some boxing observers believe that facing Crawford today would present a unique challenge because of his ability to adapt, create openings, and capitalize on mistakes. They argue that Crawford's combination of timing, accuracy, and offensive creativity could test even the most accomplished fighters in boxing history.
I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, now that was a big take. And of course, he's fought both of them.
Yeah, he would know.
So that was a big take. But
not really.
I think
lost
so.
To both of them. Not for people who watch boxing. No, that's not. No.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that we sent that Terence Crawford some love, because he also talked a lot that night about how people underestimated him and thought, because people didn't really. He doesn't have the biggest star power, that he wasn't going to win the fight, and he definitely took that home. So congratulations to him. Now
the what?
He doesn't have the biggest star power.
Oh, no.
Yeah, people were he was saying that people were underestimating him because of that.
When Floyd Mayweather walked away from professional boxing, he left behind an undefeated record that remains one of the sport's most celebrated accomplishments. Meanwhile, Terence Crawford has established himself as one of the standout fighters of his generation by remaining unbeaten while collecting championships in multiple divisions. His versatility, ring intelligence, and ability to switch stances effortlessly have led many fans to wonder how he would have matched up against Mayweather during their respective peaks.
Terence Crawford on Saturday has not only become the pound-for-pound #1 fighter, I honestly believe that he surpasses now Floyd Mayweather as the best fighter of this generation. That's what I believe.
If that was the goal by Floyd, to be undisputed, then he would have chased undisputed. He chased champions until he became the money draw.
Do you know that Floyd never unified any of the divisions he fought in?
Because he never had to. It was a draw. He just didn't have to. He done the hard work in getting there.
Terence Crawford started out his boxing career as a lightweight, and now he's gone up to super middleweight and become the undisputed super middleweight champion, beating a guy like Canelo, who, listen, previously, man, he was wreaking havoc through that division. And Terence Crawford's just gone out there and taken the belt off him with, let's be honest, relative ease.
Former world champion Shane Mosley has weighed in on the debate, suggesting that Crawford possesses qualities that could have caused problems for Mayweather. Mosley highlighted Crawford's speed, power, and ability to attack from different angles, explaining that those traits make him difficult to prepare for. At the same time, he acknowledged that a younger version of Mayweather would have presented a far greater challenge due to his athleticism and sharp reflexes.
Go ahead.
Did you believe or do you agree with the fact that Canelo is saying Crawford is better than Mayweather from an outsider's perspective, having not fought Crawford? Who do you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Tim Bradley has repeatedly expressed confidence in Crawford's chances against Mayweather. According to Bradley, Crawford combines elite ring IQ with excellent timing and the ability to make adjustments throughout a fight. While recognizing Mayweather's legendary defensive skills, Bradley believes Crawford's diverse offensive arsenal could eventually create opportunities over the course of a championship distance contest.
But Terence Crawford is also a master at distance. Terence Crawford has punching power to hurt Floyd Mayweather. We saw that in the Sam Judah fight now.
Yeah, Shane too. Shane hurt him with the right hand.
Shane did hurt him as well.
Yep.
And did he fight Shane? But did Floyd fight Shane in his prime? Do you think he fought him in his prime?
No.
Exactly.
And Zab wasn't quite a Shane-level fighter. That's true. Listen, it'd be a great match.
Khan has also spoken highly of Crawford's abilities and believes he would be capable of giving Mayweather serious problems. Khan pointed to Crawford's knack for disrupting an opponent's rhythm, making quick adjustments, and creating counterpunching opportunities. Having shared the ring with Crawford, Khan understands firsthand how difficult it can be to predict his movements and timing, qualities that could challenge even the most disciplined defensive fighters.
When I was in the ring with him, even though towards after the 1-2 rounds, I started getting my rhythm, but I have to say, put on the best fighters I've ever faced, honestly. And I've faced the likes of Canelo, and I was at boxing fighters like him. Every fight I've lost previously was when I was up on points, and obviously might have got caught with a good shot and got knocked out or whatever. But with Crawford, his timing was so on point. I mean, like, what a great fight he was, technician. And I'll always, look, I'm not a hater in any way. Look, even though the fight went the way it did, but I just think his timing was amazing, and just everything about the game plan he had for the fight. I mean, he's a brilliant fighter. You cannot take that away from him. And if he was to fight any welterweight, being Manny Pacquiao, being Errol Spence, being even Floyd Mayweather, I think Crawford would beat a lot of them, maybe all of them. Even and the only fight I would say for him would be a good fight, technically.
Carl Frampton believes Crawford's victory over Canelo Alvarez represented much more than a single impressive win. In his opinion, the way Crawford controlled the action, dictated the pace, and executed his strategy demonstrated a level of excellence that places him in conversations involving some of the greatest fighters of modern times. Frampton noted that technical mastery and ring command are often the qualities that separate good champions from truly special ones.
I think Crawford is going to nick it. I think if he does nick it, it does kind of have to be a stinker. He has to move and use his feet. I think Canelo's feet aren't what they once were, but certainly he's a stronger man in the fight. I think we're going to see a very close one, possibly even a draw, but if you put a gun to my head, I would say Crawford in a close points decision.
You talk a bit about the fight maybe not catching fire in the way some were expecting. If Terence Crawford is to win the fight, does it have to be that sort of fight? And leading from that, can he hurt Canelo Alvarez?
I don't think so. I mean, look at the shots guys like Golovkin bounced off Canelo's head. It's almost like he's unhurtable. We've seen him hurt by Miguel Cotto's brother a number of years ago, but that was it really, and he was a young boy. So I think that I don't expect to see Terence hurting or being able to hurt Canelo, but there's a way he can win the fight, and that is by outboxing him.
If Terence Crawford does win, as you're predicting, does he rival Alexander Usyk for that number 1 pound for pound spot?
I mean, you have to start. I've never really thought about it, but that's a good question, and he'd certainly be in.
Shakur Stevenson recently suggested that Crawford may be only one significant victory away from securing an even stronger place among boxing's all-time greats. Stevenson praised Crawford's footwork, defensive awareness, and overall skill set, emphasizing how effectively he neutralizes world-class opponents. He believes performances of that caliber are what ultimately define a lasting legacy in the sport.
Bud beats Canelo convincingly, right? Would you put him above Floyd, an all-time great?
See, I ain't
Give me a solid answer. Come on, Shakur. Don't dance around that, bro.
I can't get into that because at the end of the day, it's like.
But that's just an opinion.
It's opinionated.
Right, I want your opinion.
Opinionated. My opinion on it, I think Bud is the greatest of all time after doing this.
Okay.
But.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Floyd is the greatest of all time in my eyes, too. Like, the shit I done watched with him is like, he's one of my favorite fighters. So,
I know.
Terence Crawford has generally approached comparisons with Floyd Mayweather from a different perspective. Rather than focusing on fantasy matchups, Crawford has emphasized that every generation faces unique circumstances and challenges. He prefers to concentrate on his own career path and believes that achievements inside the ring matter more than endless debates about hypothetical fights.
I'm going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather, how do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going up that much.
Now,
Mayweather's exhibition bouts have generated mixed reactions throughout the boxing community. Some critics argue that these events move away from traditional high-level competition by featuring opponents who do not possess elite boxing credentials. As a result, questions have been raised about how such exhibitions affect public perception of sport and the legacy of established champions.
But I won't say it. But other than Leonard Ellerby is a boxing man. He knows deep down that was absolutely horrendous. And the other thing is as well, when you got a guy in the environment that we're living at the moment, right, after a tough year for a lot of people, to come out at the press conference and just basically laugh at people and say, I just took your money. It was a bank job. It was a heist. It was like I conned you into, I mean, those pay-per-views in America, I think they were like $60. I mean, he basically just took the piss out of the fans. But I don't blame him, he made an absolute fortune. Good luck to him. I'm not having a go at Floyd Mayweather. I'm just a fan who's allowed to give my opinion. Absolutely dreadful. Even Floyd Mayweather was embarrassed at the press conference after. He basically said, I'm not doing that again. The biggest winner was Logan Paul. I mean, he's just gone 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather. And actually, at times...
Did you think he got knocked out and held up?
No, I think at times Floyd Mayweather was actually really trying. But anyway, it was what it was. But it all comes back to the pressure is on us. Not us as in me and Matchroom, but it is on boxing. If we don't make good fights, you're going to see more and more of this. Because if Gervonta Davis against Mara Barros is doing 100,000 buys, and Andy Ruiz against Arreola is doing 80,000 buys or 100,000 buys, and you got that doing 1 million, what are the broadcasters going to want? That. We have to save boxing. We, not just me, all of us. And the fighters have got to step up, the managers have got to step up, the trainers have got to step up. We've got to pay the money for these guys to have real fights. And that's what you'll see at Fight Camp.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has been among those who question the value of certain exhibition contests, suggesting that they do little to enhance boxing's credibility. Sports commentator Stephen A. Smith has also voiced concerns, arguing that many of the opponents featured in these events are far removed from world-class competition. These opinions have fueled ongoing discussion about the balance between entertainment, financial opportunities, and sporting integrity.
Appointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't see just anybody on the basketball court playing against LeBron James. He won't do it. He doesn't have to. It's a waste of his time. You might see footages of Dwayne Wade training his son. You don't see Dwayne Wade playing against just anybody. He's not doing it.
Speculation regarding a possible exhibition involving Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson has attracted significant attention from fans and media alike. While some observers remain skeptical about such events, Mayweather has consistently defended exhibition boxing as a way for retired athletes to remain connected to the sport while competing under their own conditions. From his perspective, retirement does not necessarily mean stepping away from boxing entirely, but rather choosing different ways to participate in it.